What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and today I got a message from Boulder Dash saying, I'm wondering when that WCW DLC pack is coming out, which means we got work to do because we got a DLC pack to talk about. But not just any DLC pack. Today, we're talking about the final DLC pack in WWE 2K24, and we've had some pretty good ones. So how does this one stand next to them? Is it good enough to be the finish? Today, we find out exactly that. But first, do me a favor and drop a like on this video, but don't forget to smash that subscribe button, especially if you don't want to miss any updates on any of your favorite wrestling games. Now let's get into it.
Man, boy, they coming on.
All right, so we head to the WWE 2K24 Season Pass DLC page for the last time. And as y'all can see, this year we had a star-studded lineup, but we did not make it to the end without hitting a few bumps in the road. So let's go ahead and take a look at each DLC pack. We'll drop a rating on them, and at the end, we'll give this year's DLC a rating as a whole. Now, the first pack, still remember the excitement around this thing because for whatever reason, people love CM Punk. Me, personally, never been a CM Punk guy, but the fact that they got him in this first pack was very impressive because he had just debuted at the end of 2023, and we're just coming up on WWE 2K24 hype at the beginning of the year, and they got him in. So you got to give them props because they could have easily hit us with that, oh, well, he came back too late. We didn't have enough time to get him in, and held him back for 2K25 to maybe sell a few more copies. But they didn't do that. And they also didn't do that with another wrestler who we will be talking about later. So this pack includes CM Punk, who, not for y'all, is the big star, Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley. Now, growing up, I did love these guys. Not a huge fan of Bubba Ray these days, but you know what? They're one of the best tag teams in the business, so I'll still give them the respect. Sandman, I love what they did with him. When he comes out, he actually bashes the beer can on his head to the point where he bleeds. And they gave us a light tube. So Sandman was a big plus in this pack. And we got the hardcore legend, Terry Funk. I never really saw too much of Terry Funk's work, so he doesn't hold too much reverence in my heart, if that's the correct word I'm looking for. ECW Paul Heyman card is what I don't care about. But overall, I will say this is an A-list pack. But let's rate these on a scale from 1 to 5. Even though I'm not a CM Punk guy, I love the fact that they got him in there, so I'm going to give him big points for that. Bubba Ray and Devon, legendary tag team. Sandman, Terry Funk, hardcore legends. I can't even hate. This pack was a 5 out of 5. Let's go ahead and move to the next one. Oh, Post Malone and Friends. Now, this was our first L. I know some people love Post Malone, and I really get it, but that's who I don't care about. Sensational Sherry. To be honest with y'all, that's who I don't care about. Martian Thrasher, now that's what I'm talking about. Another good tag team. Not a great tag team. Definitely C-list tag team, but I used to like them back in the day. I never understood why they wore skirts, but you know what? Growing up, I get it. Men can wear skirts. It's fine. Honky Tonk Man and Jimmy Hart as the manager. Oof. This pack was rough. Now, I do remember being excited about this one just because they put so much in that first pack. I was expecting them to come with it in this pack as well. And you know what? It was fine. I was still really playing the game heavy when this came out, so I enjoyed it. But, I mean, this pack is a 2 out of 5. I ain't going to say it's a 2-pack of booty cheeks, but it's a 2 out of 5. This is definitely a weak pack. But you know what? Did we bounce back in the next one? Let's see. Oh, we definitely did not. We did not bounce back in the next one. In fact, that last pack was actually a 3 out of 5. It can't be too close to this one because this is a 1 out of 5. We're going to take 0 off the board because if I could go 0, I'm definitely going 0 with this. But this pack caused a lot of excitement because we had Pat McAfee crashing out. We had Tony Schmidt crashing out. These guys went on a radio station, and you could tell they were hurt because this pack is just what we did not want. And I'm hoping in 2K25 we don't run into another situation like this because this was terrible. I'll be honest with y'all, this is what took me out of the game. I was still playing when that last pack came out, but when this stuff was going on, I said, I'm not even going to get in here and play the game to make them think I'm playing for Pat McAfee. I got so behind in the weekly towers or weekly challenges. Now when I go in there, I'm like, whoa, too intimidating. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero just came out. Silent Hill 2 remake or just came out. I never played that, so I got to get to that. So to find time to catch up in my faction where I can't get the Undertaker card because it's just not possible. I don't got time to do it. I'm not motivated to do it. So we blame Pat McAfee in this pack for Kennybomb being dejected from WWE 2K24. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And to be honest, if anything could get me back into 2K24, it was this pack. Because I turned it on, but my Xbox was like, oh, you need to update this again. And when it started updating, I was like, all right, I'll be back. And just never got back to it. I still plan on it, though, because I do want to play with Jade Cargill. And I saw somebody had her in community creations where she could wrestle the men. So that's what we really need to do. All right, so DLC 4 Global Superstars pack. Star-studded. Studded. Jade Cargill, 5 stars. Nia Jax, 3 stars. Michelle McCool, 3 stars. Carlito Caribbean Cool. I still hold love for him back in the day, so I'm going to give him 4 stars. Kairi Sane, 5 stars. Lara Valkyria, 3 stars. The verdict still isn't out on her. She's got to get cooking. And Dragon Lee is who I don't care about, so I'm going to give him 2 stars. So this pack overall, even though everybody's now 5 stars, this is definitely a 5-star pack. Jade Cargill by herself. She's another one who I thought wouldn't make it in. She didn't even have an entrance when she was announced. But 2K said, y'all know what? Don't worry about it. We got it. When she came out, face perfect. I love the hair. I know people want her to have the ball, but I like the hair the way it is. The entrance, perfect. Body, T. That's what the kids are saying. So 5 out of 5. This was another perfect pack. And I still want to get in here and play 2K just because of this pack. I'm going to get to it. I really just want to go through the male matches with The Undertaker from the Boner Yard. But I cannot let the fact that 2K made these cards impossible for me to get take my joy away and completely take me out of the game. 2K, just put them in the card store. I'll pay $5 for them, okay? I got $5 for y'all. Just put them in there. Now, the last DLC pack is the WCW pack. And it will be released on November 13th. Now, I know this pack is going to be exciting for a lot of people, but I grew up a WWF guy, so a lot of these wrestlers, I have no idea who they are. But some of them I actually do because they were in WWE. Now, Diamond Dallas Page, you know what? While I can honestly say I never watched a full episode of WCW, I can say if I saw some of the wrestlers on TV, they would pull me in. Diamond Dallas Page was one of them. Bang! Then he came to WWE and kind of did his thing. Not too much, but Disco Inferno was another one who pulled me in. Say what you want about the man. I thought he was great in WCW from what I saw. And Chris Jericho was another one who would pull me in. So Diamond Dallas Page being one of those wrestlers, I think it's pretty cool that we got him in here. And we found out that he just signed his Legends contract. So you don't have to have a Legends contract to make it as WWE 2K DLC. That's important to note. The next one is Iron Sheik. Now, what I know of Iron Sheik is his Twitter account where he's going absolutely crazy. And I used to say, is that really him or is somebody running the Twitter account? But unfortunately, the man passed away and the Twitter account is still going crazy. So it wasn't Iron Sheik, but I remember some of his stuff. I think I was too young to remember much of it, but I believe he was in WWF. He had to be for me to remember him in some type of way. Mr. Perfect, spit the gum in the air, slap it out the hand. That is a perfect addition. I love to see him in here. I think if I had to pick anybody from this pack, it would actually be Mr. Perfect. Too bad his son didn't pan out. Your dad had all the talent in the world, but what was his name? Michael McGillicuddy? Yikes. Great Muta. Now, Brian, my young boy who makes content with me over at Kiss the Ring, said he's excited for Great Muta. And I'm like, bro, that's who I don't know. And I know he's a legend, but as I stated, if I was not watching WWF, the only other 3 wrestling letters I was watching was WWE. No WCW, no TNA. The only other company I ever really got invested in was AEW, or is AEW, I guess I would say. So shout out to the Great Muta, but hats off to you. That's all I got to say. And the last one here is that traitor, Lex Luger. Vince McMahon tried to put the strap on this man's back, and he couldn't couldn't cut the mustard in WWF. So he jumped to WCW where he still couldn't cut the mustard. But you know what? Legendary figure. Glad to see Lex make it in because even though he's a traitor, this is where he became a star. I mean, kinda, I guess. But as far as this last pack, I'm going to have to give it a 2 out of 5. And that's just because I'm not really invested in these wrestlers. I like Diamond Dallas Page, love Mr. Perfect, but everything else really just unfamiliar to me. So, what do y'all rate these packs? If I had to give everything out of the whole year a rating, you know what? It was on fire. We just had this bad pack and this mid pack, which a mid pack's fine. This could have pulled it down to a 3 out of 5, but I think these other packs are so good. I would rate WWE 2K24 as a whole, when it comes to DLC, a 4 out of 5. Can we get better next year? I don't know, because there's really not many wrestlers out there who aren't already in these games. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section, but thank y'all for tuning into this video. Don't forget to drop a like on it and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.